Hey everybody, it's TheKillerNacho again, and today's question of the day is, what is your favorite villain in any book, movie, or story of any kind? Being a Star Wars fan, I have to say Darth Vader, and that's because he's such a multiple-dimensional character. And of course I'm talking about the real Darth Vader, not the pansy, oh, I'm so sad, my mom died, Darth Vader from the prequel trilogy. But anyway, in this skit, we're going to see a new villain. Mwahahahaha. The Killer Nacho is among you. And anyway, here's the battle with Hela, and he's from the Serebii chat room, and it's his birthday, so wish him a happy birthday, I guess. And we both have lead Gengars, and mine is Scarfed, and I'm just gonna go with the Shadow Ball. But I kind of expected it was a Focus Sash Gengar, but I really didn't care about losing Gengar this early, because his Gengar's practically dead anyway after I set up the Stealth Rocks and if it switches out. And I could always Bullet Punch it with my Choice Band Sizor I brought along. So I go into Swellow, because Swellow can outspeed Gengar, and I'm thinking I just want to Protect just in case he decides to attack to get my Toxic Orb. And he switches into Dusk Noir, and I do have the Brave Bird, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to one-hit KO it. So I decide to U-turn to switch out, because I really don't want to get hurt by this Dusk Noir. And he predicts the switch quite well and burns me with Will-O-Wisp. And that kind of sucks because, burn is never fun. But luckily it is a Vaporeon, so Vaporeon doesn't really care too much about being burned, considering it's a special attacker. And I'm just going to Surf to get some damage on it, and I really don't like how much damage that did. So I'm going to switch out, considering I have a free switch into Torterra if he does the Thunder Punch again, and he does, which is nice. And I'm going to set up Stealth Rock. And I predict he's probably going to try to burn me, and he probably will, and that's, whatever. He actually misses a Will-O-Wisp, and that's nice. And I'm going to set up Leech Seed on it, and he misses again with Will-O-Wisp, and that's really lucky on my part, and that's pretty cool. Not that it really matters anyway, because Torterra is not really an adamant attacker, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to go back in the Vaporeon to eat the Will-O-Wisp again, and that's pretty nice, because I just got free Stealth Rocks and free Leech Seed up, and that's nice. And I'm thinking I can take 2 Thunder Punches from this guy after the Leech Seed, so I'm going to Wish. And he Thunder Punches, and, that's going to do some damage. And I really do think I can take another Thunder Punch, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get some more damage on it with Surf. And I go with the Surf, and it does some considerable damage to Dusk Noir. And he's going to Thunder Punch again, and I do survive with 40 hit points. Yeah, and I'm going to get the Wish, and that's going to be really nice because, well, I got some free damage on it, and I know that I can wall this thing with Wish. And that's pretty nice. So I'm going to go with the Wish again. He's probably going to switch, and he actually does switch. And I go with the Wish as he switches into Glaceon. And no, I don't think Glaceon can really hurt Vaporeon that much, because he's a special attacker, and Vaporeon does resist ice, so I decided to just go for the Surf to get damage on it. And I guess I really didn't predict the Mirror Coat that it has, and that was a nice surprise for sure, and he kills my Vaporeon with Mirror Coat, and that's kind of sad. So I'm just going to go into Sizor now. I was going for the U-turn, because if he stays in, I'll kill it. If he switches out, I'll be able to switch into something that can counter it. So I just go for the U-turn, and he's just going to Ice Shard to get some damage on Sizor before I can kill his Glaceon. So that's what I do. I U-turn, kills the Glaceon, and I'm going to go out into Swellow, because Swellow is pretty beast. So here he decides to go into Heracross, and he's going to try to Toxic Stall me with Protect, as I try to Brave Bird it for the kill. And that's kind of gay, because Toxic Stalling is gay. And he actually goes for the Protect again as I try to Facade, but he's going to get the second Protect, and that kind of sucks. And here it comes after a while of him thinking about it, I guess. So he protects, I try to Facade, he protects himself, and I really predict the switch here, or him is just like, and I really don't want to take another poison hit with Swallow, so I'm just going to U-turn out. And I guess I probably should have Facaded or Brave Bird just to kill this thing, but I decided to U-turn so I don't have to take another poison hit with Swallow. And I eventually go out in a Torterra, which ends up being really bad for me because he decides to Mega Horn, and that's going to do a lot of damage to Torterra, as you can see. And at this point, I really don't have a safe switch, so I'm just going to leave Torterra in for Death Fodder as he close combats. So that kind of sucks. So now I decide to go into Kingdra, and I'm pretty sure that Mega Horn or Earthquake, or Close Combat can't one-hit KO Kingdra, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance. And he tries to protect himself, and that turns out to be a fatal error on his part because that gives me a free Dragon Dance. And I'm just going to Waterfall him, and that's going to be a dead Heracross because, that's a lot of damage. So now he decides to go into a Swallow of his own. And I predict... I know he can't one-hit KO me without the being burned or toxic, so I predict the Protect and decide to Dragon Dance again. And that's pretty much game, because that was his, final fatal error, and I'm just going to sweep him with Kingdra after 2 Dragon Dances. So, that's a good game, Hella. Happy birthday. And, yeah, he has an Arcanine, as you can see, but Arcanine isn't going to be able to KO me with Extreme Speed, and I'm just going to KO it with Waterfall. But anyway, nice game. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys, and make sure you leave the question of the day. What is your favorite villain? And, yeah, Dusknoir is going to go down, and that's pretty nice. And the Killer Nacho will rule your soul.